Mr. Lava Guava.
Girl.
Faturday Omaha.
Eat this. Because I thought we're almost towards the river because we had to go all the way to Old Town Bellevue.
Oh, yeah. You're right. But my hunger was lost at sea,
Was it?
and I found a lifeboat.
Did you?
I did.
I need to know.
And my hunger floated me all the way to the magical land of Bellevue.
Bellevue. And was it a taste island that we arrived at, or what? Where did we go?
Well, we went to Ono Pinay Kitchen.
OPK for life.
OPK. That means you're On Point King.
The On Point Kings.
Which is really weird that they share the same abbreviation as one of my favorite gangs of all time.
The On Point Kings?
Yeah.
So they like the On Point Kitchen?
No, they're Ono Pinay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can talk about if they're on point or not here in a bit.
That's true.
We definitely will.
That's what we do.
Well, as we said, they're in. That's not Old Town, is it?
Yeah, that's ye oldie towny Bellevue-y.
Okay, ye oldie towny Bellevue-y.
Yeah, they all end in E.
Whatever he said there.
Yeah, Old Town Bellevue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down off by base.
Yes.
And I got to sneeze.
Wow.
So, they're located by Sac, and they're primarily a weird hour joint type of place.
Yeah, so these guys, they're down, like Sam said, they're down in ye olde Bellevue, but much like Masa Rap, the Filipino place that opened up way out west, they kind of have very unique hours. So I'm guessing this isn't like the consistent day job exactly. This is like, we will get you food, but at select times.
When we feel like it.
Yes.
Because if you notice when we left and walked in, it said July 20th, brunch.
Yes.
So normally they're not open for these hours.
Yes, and they had like some special hours posted for July 4th, which has already passed, and then a few other things up there. So I would recommend checking out their Facebook or something before you go down or call to make sure that they are open because they're select hours and availability.
And their actual menu that I did happen to capture a little snap of.
Oh, yes.
Does say brunch menu, July 20th, 2019, 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
Ah.
So they make their menu specific to the day.
And so what happens if we were to show up at 1:31? Does the menu change?
I don't know.
Should we
might get sacrificed to the volcano gods.
Oh, dear.
I'm not sure.
That would be a rough day.
Just don't do it.
No. Should I let them know exactly and precisely where Ono Pinay Kitchen is located?
Well, if they have a GPS, they may need to know that.
That's true. Well, if you were then to need coordinates, etc., for your GPS, the Ono Pinay Kitchen, by the way, that's ONOPINAY Kitchen, is located at 221 Madison Street, Bellevue, Nebraska. And we got a good James Bondy one today.
Oh.
68005. And I'm going to give you the benefit of additional information due to the periodic scheduling. If you need to call them, it's 402-504-4027 because we don't want you to show up and not have food.
Hello, 027.
027. Agent 005 of the OPK.
That was before 006.
Oh.
Which was Sean Bean.
Oh.
And Goldfinger. Or not Goldfinger, Goldeneye.
Oh, I thought that was Techmaster PEB.
Yes. Sorry, it was Techmaster PEB.
Oh, there's a throwback for you. Okay. All right. So that's where they are.
So let's talk about what kind of joint this is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's explain it. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay.
Tell them about it.
Yeah, so again, Old Town Bellevue, and I think the Moonstruck Meadery I think was down the street. But anyway, it is a strip mall type location, as many places are that we go to, and they have a space there. They have a nice sign outside, way up high that says OPK, and you travel into the restaurant. And there's a set of, I don't know, what do you think, Sam? Maybe 8 or 10 tables or something like that?
That's fair. And then they have outside seating as well.
Yeah, a little warm today for that.
Today, it is the level on Mario Brothers where the sun tries to kill you.
You're not wrong there. That's very, very true. So thankfully, we were inside. So
only crazy people sat outside today.
Seriously. So in the ordering area, because it is not table service, you walk up and you order your food, and then they do bring it to your table. But the order and preparation area is up towards the counter.
I think it's strictly counter service. I think they only brought us that food because we kept ordering.
Oh, Yeah,
Because they called up ticket numbers and people would walk up and
oh,
grab
that's
food.
true. Good point.
And I did grab my first plate.
Okay, so maybe it was just the quantity of food that we have that it ended up arriving at the table then. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the very friendly staff, by the way, working furiously behind the counter, traveling back and forth, taking orders, getting stuff ready to go behind there. And I think they're relatively new in the grand scheme of things because the setup and silverware situation, that type of thing, it feels like
Can
we're
we
in
say silverware?
on the knives. On the knives, we can.
On the knives, okay.
Yes. So they have a water cooler, an igloo cooler, where you go get your water, and it's kind of interesting because you can get soy sauce next to the water cooler. You can get hot sauce next to the water cooler. You could also get butter and syrup next to the water cooler. So they have like the table of condiments and a big igloo cooler of water. And then they have like I didn't get any of the sodas or anything like that because I usually have water with lunch, but it looked like they had like Hawaiian like imported sodas or
A
Filipino
lot of
sodas
fruit
and stuff.
drinks and cans.
Yeah.
It seemed to be.
Yeah, so definitely has a little bit kind of a startup vibe going, and we'll get into that a little
It's
bit
like
more.
it's like a food truck made of business.
Like deployed, like
Yeah.
it was the Transformer
Unfolded.
food truck. Yeah, it
Yes.
drove in and it unfolded inside this. Exactly, and here it is. So that's a really.
I am Ono Pinay.
The food truck. You nailed that. That's exactly right.
Not
That's
bad.
exactly right.
Not bad.
Yeah. Well done.
But the thing I like about this place is, much like that Puerto Rican place that closed that was in South Omaha, it's like you're walking into someone's kitchen.
For sure.
You kind of go up there and like, hey, Grandma, can I get a plate of something? And they're like, yeah, just sit down and I'll get you your plate.
Right.
And then you get your plate and then you eat it.
Yeah.
It's not on any fancy dinnerware. It's not on any fancy silverware. No fancy cups.
Yeah.
Just sit down and eat some good food.
Right. And you
And
know,
I like that.
I did like that as well. And the kind of the whole vibe in there had a nice. It was a happy place to be. Like everybody seemed like there's just positive goodness floating around in the
Upbeat
restaurant
everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if it was the cashier or the cook or otherwise, but like they came around like every 10 minutes. Everything okay? Enjoying your food? Things delicious?
And
That was
then
kind of nice.
Yeah, and the whole place was positive and happy. And there's different Hawaiian decorations on the walls, some pictures. That there's a painting and some other things that they have up there. So, but like you said, it's like the food truck deployed, and then they added a little island flavor, so you kind of got that going. So your assessment is spot on, Sam. Well done.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a professional at this.
I mean, I might have talked about a restaurant or two in my day.
It's
Just
true.
once or twice.
Once or twice.
Welcome to Faturday Omaha.
Oh yeah, that's
Episode whatever.
well, I mean,
we're
in excess of 30.
yeah. I mean, we're
Yes.
getting to be old men now.
I guess so.
Spot coming up on middle aged.
My goodness, a middle-aged podcast? Oh dear, that sounds bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
we
And then
better get to food.
I kind of want to also speak on something that we didn't partake in. Is off to the right of the ordering counter is, I'm guessing, take-home goodies
I think so.
and lots of them.
Yes.
I was curious about that, but I went really hard in the paint today,
you
so
did.
I turned down for that. Not for what, but I turned down for that. I'm curious though. I'd probably like to go back there just to buy some of those baked goods that just sit on the side.
Yeah.
And see what they're about. So that's kind of a neat thing. Be mindful of that. Say maybe you order a little small something or a main dish, and then you're like, look, I can take some home too.
Some to go.
So that's really cool.
It is, and really, there's a couple of reasons we ended up here. One is I think we had spotted them on Facebook or something like that. We wanted to go, and then we encountered them at the Taste of Omaha.
Well, I wanted to go strictly because it's a food
we
group
don't
profile flavor thing.
Yeah.
You don't hear about that often. I didn't know. I mean, I knew Hawaiian cuisine was a thing, but like,
We
I didn't
don't
know
have it
it
around
was
here.
a thing.
Yeah.
The best way to
you
put
knew
it. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know it was a thing.
what it consists of, etc.
I like
yes.
trying new things.
Me too.
So I was really excited just from that standpoint. Then, we heard about them before, and then they were at Taste of Omaha,
Yes.
and we got a taste of them.
We did at the Taste of Omaha.
And I think we were both excited about what we tasted,
Correct.
and we were like, man, can't wait to actually go there.
Yes.
So we gave it some breathing room, because I didn't want them to expect us.
Right.
You don't know when to expect us. We will arrive. We have a Saturday army.
Yeah, it's not like we announce ourselves and walk in. Hello. It's really we sit down and get the experience,
The
for,
common man
for
experience.
you and us. Yes.
We don't. We're just like you, just with a podcast.
Right.
And
Right.
we eat a lot.
Yes.
I mean a lot.
And that's really
I mean a lot, Dave. Did you see my plates today?
plates plural.
Plates.
Yes, I did, and I think they may have numbered in the 4 area. Yeah. Yes, for sure. So, and that, that's the thing. I was thinking about this because we will do ratings and things later on. But keep in mind that part of the purpose of this podcast is you eating with us. This is our experience going out to lunch.
Yeah.
If you were to hang with us, this is hopefully what you would observe as well.
We don't wave the Faturday flag when we walk in. We're
Correct.
just like, hey, we're here to eat your food.
That's right.
Like anybody else.
All
So
food.
hopefully you have a similar experience because we're not asking for anyone to cater to us. We just want to know what you're about.
Yeah. The only thing is we might be detected simply because of the quantity of food per person we order.
I mean, maybe it's getting around on food tables across America. Hey, if you see 2 or 3 guys come in and order a lot of things off the
Yeah.
menu, and they require a 6 top, and there's only 3 of them,
Yeah.
that might be Faturday.
There's your key is the 1.5 chairs per person. And when the waiter or waitress walks to the table, hands the first dish, and they're like, "Oh, you'll have the noodles," and Sam raises his hand.
No, those are mine too.
And then and that's the thing. So the first plate, right, is, "Oh, here's the noodles." Sam raises his hand. "Those are mine." And then she's like, "Oh," and starts moving the second plate towards, say, me. And then you go, "No, that's mine too." And then I'm like, "Yeah, my order's next." That happened today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had 4 plates.
You did. You did.
So she kept waiting to hand you a plate, and I'm like, sorry, that's all mine. Just sit them down. I know I'm just a fat, disgusting human. I'm sorry.
It's like, and I'm like, I think my order's next. Like, that's all his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're fine.
This is fine.
We're professionals. We know what we're doing. We're thriving.
It's true. Thriving.
All right. Do you want to talk about food?
We should talk about some food.
Things that we ate today. Do you need a menu, Dave?
I do, and I'm gonna have you go first because
I'm going to go first because I had 1 more plate than you.
yeah, we're gonna you kind of ate for TJ today, who is not here. We have an empty microphone. Today.
I don't know if I ate for TJ, but I definitely ate for me and somebody
Sam and a
else.
half.
Eating for TJ is like eating for me and 7 other people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I ate for me and like 2 other people today.
Fair enough. All right, so lead it off there, my man. What'd you
All
get?
right. Well, there's things to choose from here, and I'm guessing that it is a frequently switched around menu because what we had at Taste of Omaha was not these things.
Yeah, it was a little different.
None of these things, to be honest, except for the banana lumpia,
Yeah.
which I'll close with because it's a dessert item. So
It
why
is.
not? We'll start with what I ordered first, which is the barbecue pork on a stick.
On a stick.
In quotations, Filipino. Because this place is a Filipino-Hawaiian hybrid joint.
Yeah, because like if you look at the menu, the left side of the menu was all Filipino stuff, and the right side of the menu was all Hawaiian stuff.
That is incorrect.
Really?
Everything on the left side is mostly Filipino.
Oh, mostly.
There is a teriyaki chicken that is Hawaiian.
Oh.
It is on the left side.
Okay.
And then everything on the right side is, though, Hawaii.
Oh, I was pretty close then.
So you
Okay.
are close.
I was close. All right.
I got the barbecue pork on a stick, which in quotation says Filipino. Pork marinated in slightly sweetened barbecue sauce, served with a single piece of lumpia, pancit noodles, and rice for a $10.95 price. So this barbecue pork on a stick. I did do maybe a slight miscalculation. I did have 3 plates and a bowl sitting on my table. And I'm like, well, that looks reasonably hot. I'm gonna let that sit and attack my other plate here for a minute. That might have been a slight miscalculation. By the time I got to my barbecue pork on a stick, while it wasn't cold or room temperature, it wasn't the hot that grilled items on a stick need to be. Like those need to be like almost
Turbo
melt
hot.
they almost need to
Yeah.
be melt your face off hot to enjoy the bestness of it.
And so the misstep was this was out of 4 plates. This was the 4 of 4 that you ate. So you're actually kind of
Well, I don't think I ate. Well, did I eat that last? Yeah, I think I did.
yeah. So it had the most chance to cool out of anything then. Huh?
Yeah, so that's kind of my fault. But I'm going to say that the slightly sweetened barbecue sauce was pretty good. I won't say I didn't have anything pronounced about it. It was just
Okay.
a solid companion to the grill char flavor on it.
Okay.
It was very nice. The pork itself, chewy. I don't know if it got unmoist because I let it cool. I'm not sure if that's a thing. But it wasn't as succulent as I wanted it to
Not
be.
quite as tender as you were shooting for there.
Yeah, it was kind of more of like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Had to work it a little bit to pull a bite
Yeah,
off.
there's a little bit
Okay.
of chew on there, and I didn't want so much chew, but I think that's because I let it cool.
Okay.
And the middle piece was rather fatty. which kind of made me sad.
Oh, you don't like that.
very sad.
Yeah. TJ
So-
and I eat the fat.
Yeah, not I. I was doing a little bit of mouth dissection there, and the middle piece was just no good.
I hear you.
But I mean, I was pretty happy with what I got there.
Oh, good.
Nothing low. It was pretty delicious. The single piece of lumpia, that might have been my favorite part of that dish. That meat tube and a crunchy, flaky wrap thing.
Yeah.
That's so good. I don't know what kind of meat that is and how they prepare it, but I like it. I love it. I want more of it.
I have to ask because I know there's at least one, maybe more, Faturday fans out there that are going to want to know, was it a Croist?
Oh,
Lumpia.
Yeah. It
Crispy
was
outside, moist inside?
Moist in the inside. The meat was not dry. There was actually, when I took a bite into it, was
Yeah.
there like a little gravy sauce in there?
I detected something in one of them. I was unsure, but I
So there was no dryness to it whatsoever. And I was like, it was a pleasant surprise of delicious, kind of like a little gravy trail inside.
You had a self-saucing roll.
And then the pancit noodles, this is very reminiscent of sopa fideo. Just not quite as a
What did you call me?
sopa fideo.
Okay. Educate me. I don't know what that is.
It's a Mexican dish. It's a side,
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of like sopa beans
Well,
or, not, or rice, excuse me,
Aros. Oh, it's good because the sopa is the masa round.
beans and sopa.
Interesting. Okay.
Maybe I've got my nomenclature wrong.
I'm
But anyways,
just checking.
the
I
rice.
just wanted to know.
The rice has it's kind of like noodles, but it's kind of like the rice flavor profile.
Yeah, like a little a short rice noodle vermicelli. The kind of the maybe not vermicelli, but a short rice noodle. I think I had some as well.
No, I'm just
on my
saying,
plate. Gotcha.
Mexican beans and rice.
Gotcha.
The rice flavor profile in a noodle form.
Oh, okay. So
That's sopa fideo.
a
Except it's
savory noodle.
Yeah, and it's not quite. It's not soupy, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot more watery than regular rice. is.
Interesting. I have some research to do. Okay.
But it had this very same flavor profile that pancit noodles, and then they had slices of carrots and cabbage in there, which kind of gave it. It was like you were driving down the Sopa Fideo highway, and then they're like, "Would you like to take an exit to quite Sopa Fideo Ville or something like that?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then there's cabbage and carrot in it, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it. Kind of got bored of it after a while. It's just a lot to eat, and
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm enough of this flavor profile. I'm good." And then the rice. What was up with the rice? It was very sticky and clumpy. It was not very fluffy and airy. And I know rice does come in different flavors, shapes, and
Sure.
sizes. And I'm talking about just regular white rice.
Yeah, because you had the rice noodles, the pancit or pancit or whatever they are, the pancit noodles, and then you also had a mound of white rice with some type of seasoning on top.
Right, but the
Yeah.
white rice I've seen come in different forms,
Sure.
and shapes, and
Yes.
deliveries. But it's still just plain white rice. So
Well,
this
'cause-
one was just like mashed potato rice. It was very sticky.
It was a starchy. It was
Yeah.
pretty starchy. I feel you because you get like a sushi sticky rice, which is a different size grain, and then like we go to Indian places and you get the basmati, which is a long thin grain. But yeah, this is kind of a regular white rice. I would agree, sticky, slightly clumpy. Weird thing is I kind of like it. I
It was
like
very
a little
clean
chew to my
tasting.
rice.
Very,
Yeah.
very clean tasting. All in all, the barbecue pork on a stick, it was solid. I wouldn't say nothing here really screamed, "Come and get me again,"
Okay.
but I wasn't disappointed.
All right.
So it's a good way to put that.
Nice.
On to you, sir.
Okay. So I did not order as much as Sam. Oh, I like it. He flipped the menu this way here. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to start with the beef caldereta, and I did ask them how to. Well, they told me how to pronounce it, so I got it right. So the beef caldereta is a lightly sweetened tomato beef stew with carrots, potatoes, and bell peppers, served with a single piece of lumpia, pancit noodles, and rice. So that is that. And the tomato sauce is what intrigued me here. I'm like, ooh, a savory beef stewy thing with a tomatoey sauce thing.
Savory beef stewy thing.
Oh, with tomatoey saucy thing, and it sounded delish. We talked about the lumpia already. I think I got two because I had another dish, and it also came with the lumpia. They're really good. I could probably eat a big bucket of those with some of that plum sauce and be pretty good. We talked about the rice a little bit. I had the same rice there. Let me talk about those rice noodles, though.
Okay.
I liked these.
You want to taco about it?
I would love to taco about it. You could even leave the white rice off of this plate and give me more of those rice noodles. I really liked them because they did have a savory, maybe slightly beefy flavor with some little, finely chopped vegetables in there, and they were super tasty. So I like
Yeah?
those quite a bit. Yeah, I really did. I did not get bored of them. I cleaned every one of them off of my plate.
Nice.
So yes, enjoyed those quite a bit. The beef caldereta itself. Everything was good, but the potatoes, I think, were underdone. They were very firm, not quite crunchy.
Almost al dente?
Almost al dente, but by that I mean on the raw side of al dente.
Okay.
They were just done. I ate them, but they were bordering on a little bit crispy. I shouldn't say crispy, crunchy. So I would have liked them. Now, again, I am not a Hawaiian food expert, people.
Yeah.
If they're supposed to be this way, I don't know. I'm just telling you that if I was to compare this to something that would end up in like a pot roast, this was definitely, I would have let it cook for a little bit longer.
That's fair.
The meat had a good flavor, but I also think it needed to be cooked a little bit longer. It was a little tough. I needed a knife, and they had metal knives, which is great. But the kind of thinner plastic forks, my fork
Ouch.
got a little
Bendy.
bendy.
A lot of bendy.
When I was trying to get this meat. It was an okay pot roast type meat. Okay, here's the deal. The tomato sauce though was really good.
Yeah?
Like super good. Like I scraped it all and was cleaning the tomato sauce off of my plate.
Were you licking the plate?
I got real close.
Yeah.
Because the noodles, the rice noodles, and the leftover tomato sauce and all that disappeared. If I had a picture of that plate, there was a little white rice left. I think probably a potato and maybe a piece of meat left. But all the tomato sauce and the rice noodles were completely gone. So that was my favorite part of that dish. Don't know if they just needed to let it stew a little bit longer. I don't know.
Stew on that for a minute.
Stew on that for a minute. Flavors, though, very, very good. I needed a little more time on that beef and a little more time on those potatoes. But sauce, awesome. Rice noodles, awesome. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me go into a new dish, if I may.
You may.
So, dish number 2, boy, what am I doing with my life? Was the Hawaiian breakfast plate.
The what?
The Hawaiian breakfast plate,
That sounds fun.
which is Portuguese sausage, spam, because everything in Hawaii is served with spam, eggs, rice with furikake,
Furikake.
and hash brown. Furikake, we meet again.
We do indeed.
Again, we meet. This might have been my low point
Really?
for my food that I chose today.
Yeah.
Portuguese sausage, okay, that was fine. It was 2 little pepperoni sized. I guess pepperoni
Slices.
comes in different sizes, but definitely a normal pizza
A
size.
standard, yeah. There is a standard size pepperoni.
Yeah.
As a fully certified member of the Pepperoni Board of America, I can tell you this was the standard size pepperoni. Yes.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I mean, I may be kidding, but
They were probably like a 1/4 inch thick and two little medallions of Portuguese sausage.
medallion is a good yes, and you're right, a little thicker because it wasn't thin sliced pepperoni. It was,
No.
like you said, 1/4 inch or so.
Yeah, so those were probably my favorite part of that.
Okay.
And then let's talk about the spam.
I mean, it is spam.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I like spam.
You like spam?
I do.
Okay, this is good to know.
I've always liked spam. And cooked spam, I've never had that before. Today, I am now a fan of cooked spam.
Hey.
So that was fun.
Good.
But
So-
the eggs and the rice with furikake
Furikake.
and the hash brown.
The hash brown.
That hash brown was sad.
It let you down. Why?
Really sad.
Why did it let you
That
down?
was a McDonald's hash brown.
It was the pre-pressed hash brown.
The McDonald's hash brown.
You
bro.
were expecting, and I think I was expecting because
a Hawaiian hash.
Oh yeah, some nice shredded potatoes fried on a grill, crisped up, and you got the golden pressed cake of potato.
Yeah, I can get that at
Anywhere.
McDonald's. I can get that at Arby's.
Yeah.
In fact, I can get it at Arby's probably the best.
Ooh, well, I mean they've been doing potato cakes for a while.
So, man.
Yeah.
The eggs were just normal, run of the mill. My daughter made me some eggs for breakfast this morning. The rice with furikake.
Furikake,
I don't know how I feel about the spice of furikake.
the spice of rice.
It has a small fish water, salt, kelp flavor to it,
Oh,
sprinkled over rice. And sadly, it was pockets. It wasn't generally sprinkled over.
interesting.
So pieces had none. Some pieces had concentrated salt.
That's intriguing. So not
Like I
not
think
for you.
if they would have did like a light dusting, just enough to
yeah,
say there's something here.
Yes.
that would have been fine.
power pockets.
But
though.
I had these power pockets, so if it had been just a light dust,
light
I
dust.
think that would have been the ticket.
Okay.
The Hawaiian breakfast plate, while I do like the Portuguese sausage and now am a fan of fried spam,
Yes.
the rest of it was just under par and not right.
Okay.
So that's my low point for today.
Got you.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't visit that again. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Still love you.
Not a
OPK.
plate for you. Still love the OPK,
Still
but not
love
for you.
OPK, but not for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. I guess
Moving
it's over
on.
to me.
Yeah.
All right. Plate number 2 for me. And because, Sam's still got a list over here.
I do have a list.
Yes. So the second item I got was the Loco Moco, which is a Hawaiian dish. And I have seen
Which
this
is weird
before.
because it's a Spanish word twice.
Kinda, yes.
For crazy boogers.
Yes, I have not encountered this. I've seen the dish, but not eaten it myself. Okay, so the description, as per the, I guess since we're in Loco Moco Spanish territory, el menú is seasoned hamburger patty with onions on rice, topped with gravy and a fried egg, served with a single piece of lumpia and mac salad. Return of the mac salad. Come on.
Return of the Mac.
Come on. Besides the return of the mac salad, the purpose behind this dish is mess. Okay, because it's a bed of rice with a hamburger patty slathered in brown gravy.
Gravy.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'll say that again. Slathered in gravy, and then topped with a fried egg.
Oh, gravy.
Now, the moco part of the Loco Moco is supposed to be that fried egg, and when you break into it, you get sauce number 2, the runny yolk. So now you've got just a mess pile. You've got brown gravy and egg yolk running all over rice, and what is essentially a
Oh,
hamburger.
you know what I love? Brown gravy and egg yolk shake.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
Oh,
It's like a Kentucky car bomb.
I'm sorry. That's really funny.
Well,
The Kentucky car bomb.
I'm trying to hold it together. I can't.
You thought the Irish car bomb was good. Wait till you try the Kentucky car bomb.
Well, I don't remember if you remember the Kentucky car bomb. It's the congealed gravy shooter.
Oh,
We talked about that about 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh!
Before this is a podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say it does sound vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
So when we open Savory Shake, so when we open
Word salad.
Savory Shake Place, we're gonna have the Kentucky Car Bomb Shake, and it's gonna be this.
Well, no, I mean, if this would be the what would we call this? Let's call this. Let's see, gravy and egg yolk. What's a good state for those two things?
Oh, gravy and egg yolk. I don't know. Maybe Tennessee,
The Tennessee car bomb.
like the Tennessee Twister or something. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Can I get a? Oh man, like a gravy on the beach. A gravy. Can I get a? Let me get a gravy on the beach.
Gravy.
Sounds delicious.
This
Kentucky car bomb.
Kentucky Car Bomb, the Tennessee Twister.
But
So-
anyway,
okay, so I ate something.
So you ate double sauced. What was supposed to be double
double
sauce?
sauce, double sauce. So and I think before I took the fork to this thing, I do believe I declared something along the lines of "Let's see what happens here."
You did.
So I cut into it, and unfortunately, there was no runny yolk.
Not at all.
It was fried hard. Darn it! And
It was like a deviled egg thing.
it was
But fried.
It was like over hard.
It was
it was
over hard.
done. It was done. So
Overdone. Under done.
and Roger Over used to work under Over. So while you don't like fat, I do not like fully cooked egg yolks. I do not like the egg yolk in a hard boiled egg.
Oh, really?
I'm not a fan of the
Didn't know
deviled
that.
egg, and I don't like over hard yolks. I don't. The closest I get to that is a scrambled egg because they're usually nice and fluffy. Just not a fan of the flavor. So I actually did some deconstruction on my egg and took the egg yolk out in one piece and set it aside.
You actually
I
did. It came together. Came out in one piece, which
It
was
did.
creepy.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the low point of the dish, but combining a fried egg with a hamburger patty and gravy and rice, I mean, okay.
Remember when we went to a magical little town called Topeka
Yes.
and we stopped at the little drive-in
Yes.
and we had a burger with gravy?
We did.
That was magical.
It was
It
magical.
was a game changer.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you had the same feelings.
Well, I think the yolk probably would have put it over the top.
Well, I'm just talking about the gravy and the burger part.
Oh, it works great together. I mean, it really does. The beef patty was probably a little more dense, maybe, than I would have preferred it.
Yeah.
But it was a good savory flavor combination. I have to say I did miss that egg yolk. I did enjoy it, and I ate all of it with the exception of the rice. I had a lot of rice running around today, so I didn't finish the rice. But it's a... I would go for an average beef gravy. Like if somebody's going to say, I'm going to serve you some beef gravy, this is what beef gravy would taste like. Whereas the tomato sauce that I had on the beef caldereta was like, oh, hey, this is something a little extra special. This is like, here's some beef gravy, here's a hamburger, here's a fried egg and some rice. So yeah, and the thing is the Loco Moco, that egg not being runny, that's like the punch on that dish. That's like the wham. Here's why it's a Loco Moco. Yeah.
So if it were runny
Yes.
yolk, do you think it would have just been amazing?
I think it would have stepped it up to above average, where I probably kind of hit in the average range here a
Yeah.
little bit. It was decent, but that egg yolk, would have really stepped it up a little bit and would have given me the punch that I was kind of looking for there.
All right, Ono Pinay, if you're listening to this, fix that yolk problem, please.
Yes, because I honestly feel that's key to this dish, and that's what makes it that dish.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so dummy me.
What'd you do?
Well, I'm a sucker for French toast, pancakes, and or waffles.
This is known.
I love those things. It's my favorite breakfast item. One of those three things.
I was going to say, like, breakfast is your favorite breakfast item?
No, breakfast is my favorite breakfast item. This is true. So also on the menu, they have macadamia pancakes.
What?
And it says, quotations, Hawaiian.
Hello?
Macadamia-flavored pancakes topped with guava sauce.
What?
I don't know what guava sauce is, but
But you
I
got
do
it.
have a review of it. And macadamia nuts. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about these pancakes.
Please tell me about these pancakes.
Large and in charge.
I almost couldn't see your plate. They filled up the entire plate.
Entire plate. And the guava sauce,
Oh, dude.
I just call it lava. This is the lava.
I like the lava
The
guava.
lava over my island.
Mr. Lava Guava.
Girl. Anyways, so the lava that was dripping over my island
Yes. Your pancake island.
was a lot.
It was.
It flowed onto the table. Not because I ate it, just because they put it on the table and started to drip on the table.
It was everywhere.
Now, this sauce profile of this guava sauce,
Lava Guava.
reminiscence of a cinnamon roll cream cheese-esque thing. It was like, I can't really explain it.
It was almost
It's very creamy and milky tasty.
almost icing, but not like, you know what? It would a yogurt-based sauce that has like a drinkable yogurt.
Possible.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Yeah.
But did remind me of certain cinnamon roll toppings, but
Okay.
in a very thin form. It's, syrupy in
Sure.
essence.
Yes.
Because it was very liquidy. It's very milky.
Yes.
It's very rich. It's not very sugary though.
Yeah.
That's what I did like. It wasn't super sugary to you're like, man, I really need some milk to wash this down.
Yeah.
Water was accompanying me fine here.
Yes.
But it was very interesting. When I bit into it, I'm like, I'm not sure if I like this,
Uh-huh.
but I want more of it,
Uh-huh.
which was weird.
It is.
Then I bit it. I had another bite, and I'm like, okay, I'm digging it. Now, them pancakes,
Yeah.
those islands that they served me,
Big islands.
thick,
The big island.
hearty, delicious, puffy, fluffy,
Yeah.
moist, hot. One problem.
Yes.
My bottom pancake was burnt.
Oh, no.
So
Okay.
here's we'll talk about this in the summary. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I would like a non-burnt version of my bottom pancake to try it again.
Okay.
The top pancake was fine,
Nice.
but I did get a little bit of that tortilla char,
Oh, yes.
if
yes.
you would. That does not belong on a pancake.
Sure,
That
sure.
belongs on a tortilla.
Yeah.
You need your little bit of pockets of carbon.
Sure.
That enhances
The tortilla.
your burrito,
Yes.
your taco, whatever it may be. Not on a pancake.
Okay. Okay.
Need fluffy, need love. When I think of pancakes,
Yes.
I think of a warm embrace. I think of a mother's hug. It
yes.
should be just takes you there.
Yes.
This pancake took me there and then slapped me in the face. Said, "You're not there yet."
So the top one gave you a hug, but the bottom one did not.
The bottom one started to hug me.
Oh.
Put an arm around my shoulder. It's like, "Come on, just kidding."
Oh.
So it's like I got a three-quarters hug.
Three-quarter hug on the bottom one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just fix that pancake. Man.
Okay.
But I liked it.
But don't change the top one.
No.
Okay.
The guava sauce is really neat. Like I said, it's a very milky, kind of rich, yogurty cinnamon thing. I can't really explain it.
It looked incredible. Like, I didn't know or didn't remember that you said you're going to order the pancakes, and I saw them, like, at the counter with this thing, and I'm like, who's getting that? Seriously. And it showed up at the table, and it was yours. And I'm like, wow, because it's served on a paper plate, and the only thing left of that paper plate was just the rim edge. Like, the whole thing was covered.
All the lava was flowing.
It was. They were super fluffy, and like you said, the lava completely covered the entire pancake. I mean, it was just like glazed. It was
Mr. Lava
just
Guava.
the lava guava. It looked amazing. So I'm glad the top.
Well,
one
you did have a
delivered.
bite.
I did, and it was interesting. The sauce, like you said, was not too sweet, which was great. So yeah, I just got a little bit, and the part of the pancake I had, I do remember being pretty darn fluffy, which is good. I like a fluffy pancake.
Yeah, I was mostly pleased with that dish.
Excellent. What else did you get?
Well, and then I did get a small order of the Turon because when we went to Taste of Omaha, we had those,
Oh.
which is the banana lumpia.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That is a decadent little. Is it even good for you treat? Could it be? I mean, there's the fry around it. I understand, but it is a banana, and there's no. Well, maybe there's sugar in there, but I don't think there's anything added in there because I didn't taste any like a cinnamon profile. I didn't taste a sugar profile in there. Just a wrapping and a hot banana.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Want more of it?
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. That was a great end of my chapter for Ono Pinay today.
Yeah. Well,
I would close these with every meal if I could. We're having tacos tonight. Can I get a little banana lumpia to shut that down?
throw it on the side.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that. I don't think you can really. Maybe you can mess it up. I don't know. I'm not a big lumpia connoisseur, but I loved it. I would probably order it every time I go there just
Nice.
to share it with friends. Be
And
like,
a special item.
get one.
Yeah.
They're good. And they're only $5 or $3.
Nice.
So not bad.
That is not bad, and therefore shareable because you get 3 of them.
Exactly.
Unless you're you, and then you might just eat them
I
all.
ate them all because it's me. It's how I roll.
Yeah.
They didn't have an iced tea. We can talk about that real quick.
Oh man,
Just 'cause.
You know.
When I went there and I was like, oh, she's like, and what would you like to drink? We have these fine assortments. And all she did was point to all the cans on the. I'm like, I don't see a can of iced tea up there.
Which is funny because there's probably 15
Cans of things.
crazy sodas you've never seen before
Yeah.
in the no iced tea.
And I'm like, well, I'll just have water. That's all I got to say about my food today.
You know what? That's all I've got to say about my food today.
Wow, we're moving into the rounds now.
We're moving into the review section here.
All right. Well, we got 3 things to talk about then. We're going to talk about our wallets.
Yes.
We're going to talk about our tongues, the taste. We're going to talk about our tummies, how full we are. That stuff. These are 3
Yes.
sections that kind of go a little bit more in depth of how we feel about certain things than just the dishes. So,
Yeah.
Dave, go ahead and start it off with how you feel about your wallet.
How do I feel about my wallet? So my total before we'll give you here. Yeah, it's before taxes, $21.90. So I ordered 2 things that were both $10.95 a piece. They were both entrees. It came with the main section of the dish and a lumpia and rice, and the one came with noodles. And so yeah, $10.95 for a plate of food is pretty darn good. I might go a capital decent. I could probably use a little bit more protein on the plate for the price. So if I had a few more meats there. But the thing is, I walked out for about $21, which is about the average-ish that we tend to spend on lunch, and I'm fine with it. So I'll just say thumbs up. I'm fine with it.
You
I'm
got 2
good.
entrees, not 1.
I did, and that's what I mean. But $10.95 a piece.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's a good price.
All right. I'm just going to run down everything that I ate, and then I'm going to give you a price.
Okay.
So I got a pork marinated slightly sweet barbecue, a piece of lumpia, pancit noodles, rice. I got Portuguese sausage, spam, eggs, rice with furikake,
Furikake.
hash browns, macadamia flavored pancakes,
Lava guava.
lava guava, girl, and 3 pieces of banana lumpia. Like, that's a lot of food.
You ordered enough.
I got all that for $32.
Hello. That ain't bad, man.
I ate for 3 people for $32.
How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think this is. I think if anyone were to order 1 plate off of here, they'd been fine.
Yeah.
They would have been
You're
fine.
right.
$10.95 for a lunch, a brunch,
Yeah.
all day. That's a good price. That's
Cool.
That's value for your money. I am thumbs up here with value with price. I think we're fine. I think we're in the neighborhood.
Yes.
I think $32 for 3 plates of food plus a dessert item.
Not
okay.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have taken.
I mean, I tipped pretty big today too because I did order a lot of food.
Gotcha.
My grand total was $40 and like 30 cents.
I threw him a little tip as well, although it was not table service. But I'm like, hey, we'll throw him some extra up there. So yeah.
I wanted to give them some money for being different.
Nice. Oh,
I
well
appreciate
played.
them. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so next we're going to move on to the taste. The taste of taste. We love the taste of taste.
Yes.
I'll start here.
Okay.
I'm going to say, while there were flavors I don't normally get, there were also plenty of flavors that I do normally get. And the flavors I do normally get, I've had better at other places.
Huh.
So, that leaves my curveballs, the things I've never eaten before.
Yeah.
Those
Interesting
flavors.
combo here. Yes.
I like them. Nothing kicked me in the teeth.
Okay.
When I eat at someplace new, say for instance we have Indian food,
Yes.
I find something that kicks me in the teeth. A flavor profile that I'm just like, wow, this
Yeah.
is new, this is exciting, this is wild.
Yes.
I want to experience more of those flavors.
Sure.
These were called kind of like ballpark flavors of other representations. I needed something to push me over the edge.
Uh-huh.
I had pancakes, and I had the guava lava sauce.
Guava lava.
Girl. While it was reminiscent of something, it was a little different. The barbecue pork skewers,
Yes.
also reminiscent of another flavor, but I've had better barbecued pork other places.
Yeah.
Spam. Well, I've had spam before.
I mean,
I've
it's
had
spam.
it cooked. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really. But so everything here was decent. Nothing was bad per se. Get it off my plate. Gross or repulsive. Other than the furikake, that was kind of intense at times. But after once I fixed out the dispersal,
Yes. Yes.
it
Change
was-
the
it was-
distribution of
it was
furikake.
better. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go decent here.
Okay. That's over to me then, because there's only 2 of us.
That's true.
It is. So I have to go decent as well. So the things that were not high points for me, the doneness of the egg, because it was overdone,
It even made me sad.
and it didn't run like it was supposed to. I needed my moco in my loco, and I didn't quite have it. The meat and potatoes were not done enough. I think they needed to stew more. They were too firm.
Are you still stewing on that?
Yes, well played.
Okay.
So those were the low points, but the really, really good things. The tomato sauce, delicious. I got pretty close to licking the plate. I mean, we're talking scraping with fork, moving tomato sauce towards my mouth. The rice noodles, gone. I ate them all. The lumpia, great. I could sit there and eat them all
Yeah.
day. So, and the thing is, this was the rotating brunch menu. Some of the stuff that we had at Taste of Omaha was a little different. So there's many other things that we have not encountered here yet. But due to the kind of mixed things that I had, I ate everything. There wasn't anything that just sat there. So, but due to my highs and lows, some big highs and some lower lows, therefore in the middle.
That's
So
how I feel
decent.
too.
Yeah.
Same way.
There you go.
All right, so now we're going to talk about our full factor, our tummies. How we feeling here after?
Yeah. How do you feel? I want to know if you went to a new island today. I need to know where you are. Where are you?
So I floated down to Ono Pinay,
You did.
crossed an ocean,
Uh-huh.
looking for a savior in my flavor,
Uh-huh.
a food god, if you will.
Yes.
And they said he was over on the island of Come On, I Want to Kill You.
Did you?
Remember that one time, a long time ago? I don't know if you were there. Take you back to my younger years.
Ooh, well, going back.
I was about 22, 23, a young man
Yes.
with aspirations of a fatter day. He went one time to Spaghetti Works,
Oh.
and his friend made a song where he put the words together, 5-bowl work in it.
5 refills at Spaghetti Works.
Dave, I 4-bowl worked it today.
Oh dear.
And I tried to do a 5-bowl once at Spaghetti Works.
Yes.
I barely had room to breathe that day.
Oh no. Panay.
I am very close to being uncomfortable and breathing right now. I'm full.
You're real full. So
Yeah.
so that's a thumbs up. Then.
That's a thumbs up.
Okay.
And I'm going to say also with that thumbs up, I ate for 3 people,
Yes, you
possibly 4 today,
Yes,
for a good price.
you did.
Thumbs up all the way.
All right. A big, hard to breathe thumbs up from Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a nap coming soon.
Oh yes. So I'm good here. So I had 2 plates. I did not finish all of my rice just because there was a lot of rice and it definitely would take up space. I on the Loco Moco, I think that was the right ratio of protein to entree. I think on the beef caldereta, I could have used a little bit more on there. So my space got filled up with more starches on that plate. I need a little more stew.
Well, let me interject too and just
Yeah.
further go on to that, what I was saying there. The pancakes had a lot to do with what I think
Those,
we're at.
for sure, dude.
For
Those
sure.
are huge.
Those were like bookends
Yeah.
for fat.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you have a little pancake blanket in your stomach, like protecting it and keeping it warm right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
indeed.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, I feel the same way. Like
Yeah,
a lot of rice for you,
yeah,
a lot of pancake for me.
yeah. And I think that's why I'm going to have to go. If there's something in between uppercase decent and thumbs up, I'm going to go uppercase decent. I think we're allowed that, or capital D decent, I believe has been used before.
But it's still just decent. It's fine.
That's fine. And the thing, though, is they did not skimp on the rice noodle portion. They did not skimp on the rice portion. And I just needed a little bit more of the protein in there. The Loco Moco ratio is good. And then they're like, bam, here's a lumpia on that. So it's good. It's good. I am not disappointed with the amount of food, but I could use a little more protein. That is why I'm going to go for a decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about food life.
Let's talk about our new category, food life.
Which
Yes.
really doesn't mean much, but it's just an interesting anecdote.
This is the fun category, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean much, but it's an anecdote. Food life for me on OPK. Oh no,
Panay.
Point Kings.
What
The
is
on Pinay
since
Kitchen?
This is new though. Do we need to speak on what food life is?
Oh yeah,
It's kind of different.
tell them about food life.
Yeah. So, food life, Sam actually, I think, coined the term here. And this is really how often would you want to eat this cuisine?
Would
This,
you want?
this
Yeah.
place?
How soon would you want to be a repeat offender?
Right, exactly. So, you might have a really favorite restaurant, but you only eat there once a month because you don't want to wear it out. Or you might have something like, we used Pudgy's Pizza as an example. It's big and really heavy. It's wonderful. We love it. We've said it many times. However, I can't eat that every day. I would die. So
Can't eat that every week either. It's pretty rough.
Yes. So, and then where Sam maybe, hey, he can get a hamburger at a place every day or every other day because you really like it. Your food life is very short.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea. This is just our personal feelings on how often would I eat here. So with that, food life, Sam.
Ah man, this 2 to 3 months I think is my food life here.
Okay.
I do like the fare and the flavors. I think this is going to be one of those things like, you know what? Let's mix it up today. Let's do something out of the norm.
Yeah.
I don't think the out of the norm for this one is very repeatable. I think it's a flavor profile I'll grab for off the shelf, like your comfy blanket, not your comfy blanket, your special blanket, comfy blanket you grab all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it, and I would definitely, I'm interested in coming back, but I don't think this is something I would frequent very often, much like any place I kind of actually like.
Yeah.
I don't eat there all the time.
Sure.
I rotate it because
It's a special thing.
I want to keep it unique. I want to keep it mysterious.
Lava Guava, you're unique.
Good. But yeah, I'm going to say 2 to 3 months on this.
Okay. For here, just because the the flavors, there's some good potential here. It's not as filling or destructive as some other large places that we go to.
Yes.
So I think I'm gonna go for 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of an odd number, but I'm going to throw that out there because if somebody's like, I want to go down to Ono Pinay, it wouldn't be like, oh man, I just had that last week or the week before. I think I could probably handle it after that. We'd go again. So there you go.
Cool.
All right, 3.5 weeks.
That's just a little fun fact for you guys.
There you go.
Before we get to the big dog, the granddaddy, the Tyrannosaurus to your tummy, the Frampton. Okay, so Dave, if you want to go ahead and summarize the Frampton for our first timers out there.
Sure. The Frampton scale is the special Faturday Omaha overall scale of how much we would like to come back here for a Faturday, measured in 0 to 5 half steps only. And these are the restaurants and places that are extra special, have that Faturday magic, because this is our one major meal a week. This is our special time to go eat some food, and it's kind of like getting a Michelin star for your restaurant. So even if you get a 0.5 on the scale, that's a really great thing. It's like, hey, we would like to come back here for a Faturday. And as I have said many times, Sam, you have a really nice way to describe this, which I really appreciate. And what is that?
Well, if I were to have some friends and or family come out of town, and they're here for 2 or 3 days, and they're like, hey, Sam, why don't you take us somewhere neat, somewhere interesting, something we don't normally have. Something I can't get anywhere else. Something that I'll take home and tell my friends about far and wide when I get back to my native lands. That's kind of what I rate my Faturday on. This uniqueness, its neatness, its hook, that je ne sais quoi.
That you say je ne sais quoi?
That intangibility.
Yes.
As it may be. But yeah, it's kind of how I picture it.
I like that.
So, with that being said,
yes.
Dave, go first.
Ooh, awesome. All right. So, Ono Pinay Kitchen. So certainly unique to Omaha. Lumpia are not widely available. Masa Wrap has them. Ono Pinay has them, and I like them quite a bit. You have Hawaiian cuisine, which I don't know where else you're getting that in Omaha. And you have the combination of Filipino cuisine all in one spot. It is a fun environment to sit in, and I feel overall positive sitting in that space. It's just kind of it's a happy place. And I like the options. I like the fact that they have a rotating menu. That's kind of fun. So like we might go another time, or well, the menu said till 1:30, so maybe at 1:31 if they're still open, it just changes. I don't know. It just they switch the tablecloths out. All the tables come in, they're different, and I don't know. So things change, which is kind of neat. So now we've got some variety in perpetuity potential happening. So, I might show up and something different might be there. The tomato sauce was really good. The lumpia was really good. I like the fact that I can get a loco moco. The only thing I would probably do is actually say, hey, can you please make sure that has a good runny yolk? And ask for it, and then they can place a little special attention there. I like this gig. It was fun to eat here. So are there a few things that I feel that they could work on a little bit, the doneness of the potatoes and the meat, and the doneness on my egg in this case, but it's fun. And I got a lot of different things on one plate. With the beef caldereta, there were 4 things, because I had the stew, the rice noodles, and then the lumpia. I got 4 different things. There's a lot of cool things happening here and fun, and I would definitely come back here for a Faturday. Therefore, it ranks on the Frampton scale, the Faturday Omaha scale. I'm going to go for a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say my issue today, technicalities. Let's talk about that. Your egg, as we have harped on, and we will harp on one more time, not runny. I was kind of actually offended by your overdone egg. I looked at that. Remember, I played with it. I was like, "Are you going to eat that?" And he's like, "No." So
I figured you're just going to eat it.
I took my fork and I'm like, "Let me stab this." Yeah, it's a puck. This is wrong. This is not good. And then my pancake was not paid attention to, or it was paid attention to, and they served it to me burnt. I don't know how that works.
Right. But the top one was good.
Top one was good. Bottom
Okay.
one not so good. These are technicalities. And again, the flavor sprinkle of the furikake in the rice. I got pockets. I needed a mist of furikake for my rice.
Ratios.
These are things that can be fixed. These are things that easily fixed at that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is unique, and it feels like, again, you're coming to someone's kitchen to sit down and eat.
It does.
Which I really enjoy that atmosphere. Here at Faturday Omaha, we're not fine diners.
It's true. Yeah.
We're about eating in a good time.
Right.
More so than, oh, this plate looks dreadful. That's not me.
No.
Give me some slop on a plate.
Right.
I don't care.
This is tasty food.
Make it delicious. Give me a little bit of space between my food. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
So I like places like this. It's reminiscent of Caribbean Delights. Kind of what,
The same feel.
Pudgy's kind of was too. Pudgy's was just like a place to eat pizza.
Yeah.
This is a place to eat some Hawaiian food.
Yes.
But the staff was really outgoing
They
and friendly.
were super. I loved them.
And then they have that bakery take-home spot next to the left.
Yeah.
Where I really enjoyed that.
Yes.
This is a nice place. I'm going to go 1.5.
Nicely done.
I would go 2 to 3 if those minor misstep of the hard egg,
Yeah.
the furikake pockets,
Yes.
and the burnt pancake were fixed. This is easily a 2 or 3 because there's nothing like this around that I know of.
For sure.
And it's unique. It's fun. It's different.
Yeah.
You can show this off. Be like, hey, you want to get some Hawaiian breakfast today?
Right.
Say what?
Say
Wh-
what?
What'd you say? I said mahalo, bro.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go catch a wave or cook a hog or hula, whatever you want to do.
Something.
So, I mean, step it up. Ono Pinay, you have potential. I mean, don't step it up, but, just fix your things.
Right. So, like, you take your wahine here.
For sure.
All right.
Without question. Lilo and Stitch all day. But yeah, I enjoyed this place. 1.5, easily a 2.5, or a 3 if these things can be consistent and fixed. I see good things here. I would definitely
Absolutely.
like to come back. This is a place I'd take Marissa. I'd be like, let's go catch some wild breakfast today.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate what these guys are doing. I do look forward to coming back. And if your menu's going to be different next time, I'm definitely looking forward to coming back.
For sure.
So that's going to be neat.
For sure. I am totally on that same page because really the issues that I had were just kind of a doneness level thing. Flavor profiles on all of mine were fine. So that was awesome. Like you said, variety's awesome. Just a little bit on the execution. If I had to request one other thing, I either need a firmer plastic fork or a metal fork if I'm eating in, please.
That is the thing too, and I actually made a note of that, and I forgot to say it was, the fork game's got to go.
The fork game is bad.
The fork game's it's bendy forks, bro. You need solid. You got meats there, and
Yes.
if we were just serving rice and noodles, okay, those forks are fine.
Yeah.
I'm cutting into pancakes. I'm cutting into meat things.
Yes.
You need to step up that fork game.
And you know what? You can keep the paper plates. That's fine.
That's fine,
I
yeah.
don't got a problem there. But I need that. If I'm eating in, if it's to go, that's fine. You get some whatever silverware because you probably got stuff at home.
Yeah.
But that would do it. Doneness, and I need a fork that goes with that knife that I asked for that was metal because I need tools, man. I am a professional, and professionals work with professional tools, and that's what I need. But like you said, fun place, would totally go back. If TJ, honestly, because he's not with us today, if he's like on Tuesday and I was in the mood for food, he's like, I really want to try that. How was it this weekend? I'd go back.
Sure.
That's fine. No
For sure.
problem at all. So yeah, it's good stuff. Totally go back. The rotating menu excites me quite a bit too. I think that's super fun, and staff was awesome. So
Yeah.
yay.
And then, can I get an iced tea?
Oh yeah, and an iced tea.
I'm just messing.
I-
It's not a big. I mean, it's a personal thing, but it
know,
is what it is.
We don't make any money at this, but
No.
if we started to, I would get you like a professional iced tea runner, so that like if the place had iced tea, you were fine. But if they didn't, like Jimmy, the iced tea guy, would just show up and be like, "Here, Mr. Sam, here's your iced tea. You can
Appreciate
enjoy
that.
your meal." So I
appreciate
would do
that.
that for you. So
Okay.
all right.
Well, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. I like this place. It's neat. I'm excited to go back. Rotating menus, good stuff. Yeah, and I want next time I want to take some stuff home.
Okay, I like
think that's
that.
how it's gonna go.
Some of those little buns look kind of
Yes,
tasty.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I guess there's only one thing to say then.
I'm Sam,
I'm Dave.
and eat this.
Eat this. Thanks for eating with us. Later.
Bye.
Saturday, Omaha.
Eat this.